Oh, sorry, I forgot to unmute my mic. Is that better? Let's look at it like this. Alright, so let's look at my gold cards. I've got a blue-black land. I have 2 of this blue-red saga. The blue-black saga is kind of whatever. And I have 2 of this saga. Even though it's the same color as the saga, this saga sucks. Binding and Svella, those are both really good. A couple of picks. I have a runed crown. It's my green. I have almost no green cards. I have double Rune of Might. I also have Spell and Binding. I have almost no red cards too, so Spell is going to be pretty tough to play. I have double Icebind Pillar. Well, it looks like I'm probably a base white deck. My black cards don't seem very exciting. I really want to play Showdown. Well, let's start with like a base white-red deck. Here's the battery, search for a rune, reveal it, put it in your hand. What runes do I have? I think I only have the green one, right? Yeah, I only have the green one. Okay, dual lands. My rares are not exciting. I got Mystic Reflection. I got Showdown the Scalds, which is good. I got this Maskwood Nexus, which is not good. I got a land, one of the dual lands, somewhere. I don't even know where it is right now, but it's one of the flip lands. So 1, 2. Oh, here's the flip land. 3. And then this is 4. And then this one is 5. And I don't even remember what my other one is. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, Sigrid. That's the other one. Yeah. So there's 11, 12 creatures right now. No enchantments. Oh, I have 1 enchantment, kind of. 2 enchantments. Alright, so this is a deck. 3, 4, 5, 2 or less drops. I have a bunch of equipment. So let's screenshot this one. I could play Scorn Effigy, but I don't think I have a good reason to. I'm not real stoked on... Oh, Showdown. I definitely want that. I think I would play the on-color tap lands. And then I would cut something, probably this Valor, the Worthy. This is 15 creatures. Double Run Amok is a thing. The pick is kind of neat too. Is there any reason to splash? Probably not. Worth noting, I have like Wings of the Cosmos and a couple of Invoke the Divines. I also have Iron Verdicts. How many aggressive removal spells do I have? Just the one, right? Yeah, so my removal is super lacking. But this could be a thing. So I'll screenshot this. Alright, what else do I have? I'd love to play Sfella if I could. So, I have like roughly no fixing. I don't really have much in the way of bombs, so I probably don't want to be on like some kind of snow deck. But let's see what one would look like anyway. So Replicating Ring would have to be in. If I want Sfella and Binding and Showdown, we're already in 4 colors. Everything but blue at the moment. Play that, and that, and that, and that. Dual lands, I'd have to go back and look. I built it with 17. I don't know if that's correct or not. I could play the Rune Crown and Double Might. Sculptor, Winter Horizon Seeker. How many Snowlands do I get to play? 1. I've got 1 in here already, 2 in here already, so that's 3, 4, 5. Double Island. Oh, but I also have Icebind Pillar. Maybe I do want blue, because Icebind Pillar is so good. Oops. Looks kind of like a mess. I probably would have to be base white because of the Iron Verdicts, which means maybe we play the Runeforge Champion at that point and Sigrid. So we play the Troll at that point. Would you run picks for fixing help? I'm not sure what you're asking, Dual Lance. I guess I'd play Narfi. Oh, the picks, the equipment. No. If you're not aggressive or have a lot of flyers, the picks are not good for fixing. The only green fixing I'm getting here is Horizon Seeker, right? So what if I'm not base green? We splash like Spella and Binding. The problem is my colors are just too spread out. I don't really see this being a deck. Despair Sentinel would be a, like, if I absolutely needed it, but I don't want to play it. That said, I don't think my green's really deep enough to be a base color anyways. But I would want to be base white, I think. So, like, this and this. And I'd be playing both Master Skulls at that point. Shepherd. Well, maybe Shepherd. I'm not sure about that. Put that back on the sidelines. Ha! Helps you reach for the mana you need. Yeah. Just like that. So the question is, what would my other base color be? I have... Let me look at my fixing lands. Come on, something go over there. Will you go over there? There we go. Okay. So these are my fixing lands. I've got a green-black land, a red-white land, and an any color land. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What snowlands am I not playing? Did I miss one? 2 islands, 2 swamps. Oh no, I got them all, because Alpine Meadows won. I'm probably not playing this at that point, but maybe I'm playing this one. So this is like white. Is it like white-blue maybe? Or what if it's white-black? Splashing blue and red. Binding would probably be out at that point. Rune Crown would be out. No, I don't particularly like Trickster God's Heist, and I only have like one good creature to trade away. Although being able to trade away ownership of a Binding Gold is pretty neat. So I guess Runeforge Champion would be out. This deck looks like a mess, and like it feels like the only reason I'm in it are Svella, which is good, but like Svella doesn't have a lot of great stuff to hit, and Narfi, which is good. It's mostly just a hard to kill 4/3. And then like I'm playing Master Skald in the other deck already, and I just cut the Binding of the Old Gods, so Master Skald has the exact same hits as the other deck. So this doesn't really seem like a deck. So once again, it feels like I'm just kind of relegated to a specific deck, just like yesterday. And I think it's on the back of, like, white is somehow my deepest color. Dual lands, Narfi pumping your team is the less important part. Narfi coming back for 3 snow mana is the important part about that card. I have enough black cards, but most of them aren't very good. I have very few green cards. I mean, part of the problem is, like, 2 of my uncommons are this, which is just, like, a terrible card. And, I mean, I got a whole bunch of these uncommon sagas, but I can't play most of them. And, you know, I ended up with, like, 2 of this, which is medium. And I just have a lot of, like, do-nothing commons. But somehow I ended up with a bunch of white commons, or a bunch of white cards. So I think I'm going to go back to that white-red deck. I don't think I have another deck. Alright, so that was these, Shieldmate, Bound in Gold, this, these, this. Oops. Alright, so is there anything else that I really want to play out of this? No. Yesterday's Vault Robber stopping me pretty well does not increase my estimation. Especially given that I'm an aggro deck. So Shackles is something I could sideboard in. Invoke the Divines or something I could sideboard in. I could sideboard in Iron Verdicts against another aggro deck. Because honestly, this deck has basically no removal. I have Sigrid and I have Bound in Gold. But if I am on the attack plan, the Run-Amucks kind of are like removal spells. This is best of 3, yes. I'm leaning pretty hard on my equipment in this deck. Although Master Skald being able to buy back Showdown can actually win me a longer game. I only have like 2 flyers, right? 3 flyers. But I have 2 Raven Wings. Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's anything else I want to do with this. I think the mana's right. No. Leaning on my equipment is not a reason to bring in, like, Halvar or something like that, and I don't. And the treasures aren't that useful for me. So I think you had asked a question previously about should this be a 16-land deck. And I think the answer is no. Because I have 2 Master Skalds and I've got Showdown of the Skalds. So, I have some things to do with my mana. I could still get mana flooded in this deck. But I also have, like, this Boaster. So that's something to do with my mana. And then, of course, the Firewalker and moving around equipment is relevant too. So I think this is a 17-lander. Last check to see if there's anything else I want to play. I'm playing 0 runes, so I'm not going to play that. Man, if I wasn't so aggressive, I would consider the green runes that I have. Because I'm playing 4 equipment. There's Rune Crown, which I'm not playing with no runes. Replicating Rune, which I'm not playing. Effigy, which is just too slow. And Maskwood Nexus, which is too slow. I'm going to give this Rune of Might another thought here for a minute. So if I played Rune of Might, I do have 2 picks and I'm aggressive, so they kind of count as fixing. And then I could play this Rune Forge Champion, and then I can cast them without green mana, so that's kind of fixing too. I could also play that other tapped land. And of course they're better with Master Skald too. But I feel like that's trying to get greedy, which is something you can do a lot of in this format. But I think that if I start trying to get greedy, I'm going to lose with this deck, because the whole point of this deck is that it runs people over. I don't know if I'd bring in the Crown or not. I mean, let's explore that option real fast. So, if I put in the 2 green runes, and I brought in Rune Forge Champion and Rune Crown, I'd have to take out at least 1 equipment. So it probably would have to be a Raven Wings, which I'm not stoked about. The reason being that I kind of need the picks for the fixing, I think. Oh, I would want this Shimmer Drift Veil too. I played no Forest. 14, 15, 16. So then I can cut max 1 creature here, I think. Maybe like a Code Spell Cleric. And then what are all my non-creature things? Code Spell or Oracle having 3 power gets more relevant when I'm trying to play Rune of Mights and equipment. So, besides the mana thing, the problem with this deck is this. Look at all of these non-creature effects that aren't removal. It feels like I'm losing consistency for only a slight bump in power, and that slight bump in power doesn't seem worth it. Because I'm hurting my mana a bit. I'm playing... I mean, what do I get? I get that this champion and this crown. Where'd you go, crown? Both come into play and draw me a card. And then you know, the Rune of Mights on equipment is really good. I'm pretty uncomfortable with how many like creature enhancements I'm playing. At this point, do I cut like a Run Amok? I don't think I cut both Run Amucks, though. I also don't like that I had to cut Raven Wings, number 2. Maybe I don't have to. Maybe I cut a pick. So, for Rune of Might, if I count fixing as anything that would let me put it into play, I've got Rune Crown, I've got Runeforge Champion, that's 2, and I've got Shimmerdrift Veil, that's 3. And that's it. And I'm playing another tapped land. I can't cut any more creatures. And Master Skald gets better with the runes, because if I put the rune on a creature, and then the creature dies, Master Skald can buy it back. I don't think I like this build as much. I don't think it's worth trying to stretch to be greedy here. Right, that's the Rune Crown attaching it automatically is why I counted it as part of my fixing for Rune of Might. It's because Rune Crown puts it into play, Runeforge Champion lets me cast it for a colorless, and Shimmerdrift Veil can give me green. So I have 3 fixtures. I have the pick too. It's hard to rely on that as my fixing. This just feels worse to me. Yes, I like the lower variance version of my deck that I had earlier. Because really, that's where I'm trying to win. That's the axis I'm trying to fight on. Is I'm going to run you over and I'm going to play the same game every time. And I'm going to hope you can't race that. This gets back out for a plains. Oops. All right, let's pick cool lands. I kind of like the Godzilla lands. Yeah, let's play the Godzilla lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The full art matters less on Arena because you just see the picture anyways when it's in play. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, I'll screenshot this. And get rolling. So I could see the other deck, the one with the green in it, mattering against another aggro deck. Because there I'm willing to give up a little consistency for a little power bump. Also, the 2/3 becomes a more relevant body. So I guess I should screenshot it. I should make a final decision on that. Alright, Dora, have fun. So that I'd be adding this. So let's pretend it's an aggro deck. So I'll put the Iron Verdicts in. Probably Rune Crown, Shimmerdrift Veil. No, you can't save extra decks. And you can't go to like your decks during sideboarding, which is probably what you're asking about. Where's the runes here? Excuse me. All right, so oops. So I cut a Code Spell Cleric. I cut probably both picks at that point, or maybe Raven Wings. Well, if I'm against an aggro deck, then maybe we're cutting all of the equipment. Run Amok gets worse too. I have 18. 16, 17, 18. You're right. Oh, because I added the Shimmer Drip Veil. Put back, like, I don't know, a pick. Yeah, so against aggro, I think I'm something like this. Depends on the kind of aggro. Like, if they have a bunch of X1s, the other Code Spell Cleric would stay in, just because it's a good enough body. But it would be something along these lines. Get you back in, and get these back in, and these, and then this gets out, and put planes back in. All right, let's run it. Sure. It's interesting if I want a Code Spell Cleric, but I don't think that's what I want. Because then I'd go pick 2 and equip on 3, but I think that's too slow. Oh, that was nice. Okay, so it looks like they're on a snow plan. Yeah, I need to get this out now, because I want to apply as much pressure as I can. Do not want to see a troll here. Firewalker's pretty good. This is Vigilance, right? Yeah. Oh, that's a bummer. Well, that was good. I think I just want to get more creatures down. Yeah. I'm gonna save these. It could punish me, but if I draw exactly Code Spell Cleric, I'll be much happier to have kept it. I will get the 2 life off Doomscar Oracle if I draw any spell that I can cast, and it's only saving me 1 mana unless they specifically kill the Courser. I think you could go either way, but I'm deciding to go this way. Ooh, that's going to be a problem. Okay, well, I missed on a spell. That land is a big bummer for me. Because they get to kill a creature and make 2 1/1 blockers. Yeah, but they would activate their land first. Yeah, see, like that. Land, definitely not what I was hoping to see there. I'm sending everybody because I expect a double block. Yeah, like that. So that land was just a 2/1 for them, which is pretty sweet. Any flyer bricks me here. That's not so bad. Just keep getting in with this flying dwarf. I'm playing the lands because of Master Skald. Oh, and also the saga that I have, whatever that's called. Ugh, lands. Showdown of the Skulls, that's right. Alright. Let's hope they have nothing. And Master Vandal is pretty rough for my deck. Well, that has reach. So if I don't draw anything I need my mana for, I will be moving the wings over to the Cleric. Ooh, Showdown. What you got for me, Showdown? Wow. think I'm going to move the wings here. Go ahead and trade with their 2 or their 1/2. And then play Firewalker. And hope to draw spells. I've gotten mega flooded this game. 10, 11 lands. So I'll be pretty stoked to be able to win this game. If I can. I didn't want Cleric to be my next spell because I wanted a better attacker. And Tuscari Firewalker can draw me effectively an extra card to trigger the showdown a second time. Nice. Well, that was basically off the back of Raven Wings. What did I see? I saw an artifact that I'm not too worried about because it's really slow. This isn't a deck where I want to play Shackles, right? That 1/3 Changeling kind of wrecks my deck. I mean, I think I just run it back. Worth noting that Shepherd of the Cosmos can actually buy back my equipment out of the graveyard because they're converted mana cost 2 or less. Yeah, basically I saw Masked Vandal, and that was the only, like, super relevant card. The Jaspera Sentinel might be irritating. Run it back. That is true. But, I mean, unsurprisingly, their cheap cards were good against my aggro deck. Hey, hi, I'm Mio. Welcome back. Sorry to hear about your day 2 not going so well. I am in game 2 of match 1 right now. Ugh. Really need to find a creature. But I'm gonna keep this. Well, there's a creature. I think I wait to play it. Raven Wings or Pick. Let's go with Pick. Ooh, that's a good one. Wow, more equipment. I didn't want to see all of my equipment. Alright, so next turn I think I'm on Wings plus Cleric plus Equip Gold Pick. Goldbane Pick. And then I'll have a 4-power creature. Oh, if you want to race, I'm happy about that. Run Amok's a thing. Let's go Wings. Cleric. Pick. The cat vehicle, it's the chariot. Eskiat's chariot or something like that. Oh man, Berserker thing, the Berserker saga on curve is pretty bad. I'm just racing the bear, right? Yeah. Equip. And I guess I'll play another pick. Note that if I don't kill any of their creatures, their 1/3 can't blow up any of my equipment, so that's good. Also, the champion is big enough to survive all the damage-based wraths right now. They only have 3 snowlands. Okay. I will take my 5. Master Skull. I don't think that matters. So I need 2 to tap. So equip pick. And send. Tap your thing. And yep. And play another Raven Wings. Alright, we're going to ban this user. I can figure out how to do that. There we go. I hadn't even counted. Oh, they found an answer for that, but I still have a ton of mana. Two, 4, 5, 6. Can I do all the equips and still have Run Amok up? Four, 5, 6, I can. And then that's 5 power. Oh, now they have the Vandal, okay. Unless they have another artifact destruction, that seemed questionable. Oh, Bound in Gold. So if I go Wings, pick, No. Wings, Run Amok, and Bound in Gold. That's 7 mana. It's exactly how much I have, right? Let's start with the pick, I guess. Oh no, I wasn't supposed to equip that. It's fine. I still have enough. Okay, no removal spell, please. Or bounce spell, I guess. Hooray! Alright, 1-0. Well, Wings definitely got there both games. I only drew 2 creatures that game, too. But they only drew 1 removal spell. Well, 2 removal spells, but they had to use 2 of them on the same creature. Yeah, let's hear it for low variance. I actually drew pretty poorly both of those games. I drew 11 lands in the first game and only 2 creatures in the second game. That's true. I did draw a 3rd creature, Master Skald, but I needed my mana. And the treasure tokens were relevant too, surprisingly. Free candy this way. Oh, this hand is bad. Alright, mulligan. Alright, this is a little better. I think Master Skald's going to the bottom here. We'll foretells Shepherd on 2, unless I draw a 2-drop. And he did a 3rd land, but if I do, I get to play Courser, and then even if I have nothing else, I can still play Wings and equip it, because it'll cost 1 less to cast. Keep 6, bottom, Master Skald. Alright, so I found a land. Blue-black snow. Ooh, Showdown could be good a little later. I can actually cast it next turn if I really want to. Because it's cheaper with the Courser. Ugh. Alright, well, I guess I'm going to Raven Wings and equip then. So that it's a trade. Oh, they want to race? I'm good with that. Let's Showdown, because I need to hit some lands. So next turn, I'm probably playing like Champion and Cleric. Yeah, full 4-card value off a turn 3 showdown is pretty sweet. Okay. Still want to race. That is surprising. So we'll do this. And we'll do this. I'm going to put one on the champion. Because I need to be able to send the champion in so that I can tap stuff. Specifically the Reaper, so that I don't have to fear it. Yep, I certainly can get more counters next turn. Getting Goldmod Champion out of way down range, though, could be relevant. They don't have any creatures in their yard at the moment, but... I hope they attack. That would be hot. Also, against blue-black, like, I don't want to put too many... yes, I do get more counters next turn. I don't want to put too many eggs in one basket, though. Alright, so if I'm on tap... Two, three... So I can play 2 spells this turn if I'm not leaving up Run Amok. What if I get Code Spell Cleric big enough to trade? Let's do this. And attack. And see what happens. Yes, I can also bring the bring it back with Shepherd. That is true. Let's put the counter... Well, let's put it here. Well, Showdown was definitely great this game. They could have Blood on the Snow, which would be pretty bad for me. Well, that is pretty good for me. It is weird that they didn't have anything to do with their mana. Oh, they have another color. Yeah, Showdown is great. Did you type out Shocked Pikachu face, or did you put that in and my my chat filtered it? Yes, they did have 6 cards in their hand at the end of that game. You typed it, okay. I still don't know, like, all the rules with Twitch chat. Like, the other day, I was saying somebody's name, and it was like, just another Ho 3 or something. And Josh typed out what it was with spaces, and then Twitch chat was like, do you want to allow the word Ho? And I was like, yeah, that's fine. But that was a first for me. Did I see anything that makes me want to change anything? I saw 3 cards that game, and they're in Grixis colors. Yeah, I don't think I want to change anything. Yeah, I saw some slow nothingness, but it looks like they were missing a color, and so like, what if? No, black probably wasn't a splash, and blue probably wasn't a splash either. So I don't know. Maybe they're 3 colors even or something. Yeah, the attempt to race did seem odd. When you see your opponent on red-white, you probably don't want to default to its race time. I got kind of some free damage in that way. That said, I still don't know what was in their hand. Maybe if they had drawn a mountain, maybe racing would have been a real possibility. And I mean, who's expecting the turn 3 showdown of the Scalds, to be honest? Or turn 4 without playing the land yet. This cleric doesn't do a lot in this hand because all my cards are more expensive. Sigrid is good, but I don't have red. I do have my removal, though. I think this is a mulligan. It's close, but I think this is a mulligan. Ooh. Well, I have to keep. What gets bottomed here? Is it just the Courser? I'm assuming the Valkyrie's going to end up costing 2. And I'm also assuming that I'm going to want 2 drops because I'm going to miss some land drops, so I'll do it like this. Ah, I see. Well, I am not up on Strixhaven dual lands, so I don't know all those terms yet. If I draw Plains, I can play double Code Spell Cleric. That would be pretty funny. Oh no, because I don't get a counter off the first one. I do want to draw a land, though. Yes! Still in it. I don't know what just happened to the music. Apparently that was the end of the song. I guess I want the Cavalry. Nice. Yep, but no black mana yet. So I think I'm just on Shieldmate and then Cleric, and then the question is, where do I put the counter? I think I'm going to put the counter here and give this haste. My thought being, I would rather this die than this, and I would rather be able to tap that for haste more often. There was the thought that a 3/3 might be better than a 3/2, but I'm going this way. I have Raven Wings as a backup. I should be aware of the 2 damage that. I should be aware of that. That's definitely a bummer. I guess I could have tried to play around that specifically by playing Wings in Code Spell Cleric last turn instead. Because it exiles them. Crush the Weak exiles any creatures that died this turn. Bind the monster, okay. Ooh, Firewalker was good. Okay, that was good. Maybe they sideboarded out of their black. I think this game's gone basically as perfect as it could for my opponent, but if they don't have more removal, I'm actually still in a good spot. If they do, I'm in a pretty bad spot. But if I can get this Tuscari Firewalker going... Alright. Scry 3 is pretty good. 3 bottoms. They don't know about the Raven Wings yet, which is worth knowing. Or worth noting. What happened to my music? Two top. Not ideal. Maybe they won't attack. Nice. As cute as it is to send and hope they only single block to run amok, I don't want to take that risk. So I'm just going to put the Raven Wings on. No removal spell, please. Oh, I'm good with that, because that's nice and slow. Alright, no removal spell. Oh, but they didn't want to discard their last card. I'm taking this. Double run amok? Heck yes. Boom, get there. Yes! 2-0. It was a great top deck. Yes, that was why I did it. I was willing to take that risk, because if they had a damage-based removal spell, I could respond with the other run amok. That said, if they had a damage-based removal spell that could have killed that, they could have just done it pre-attacks, and then I couldn't stop it. The real risk there was that they were holding the bounce spell. But if they were holding the bounce spell, I probably wasn't winning the race anymore. So it seemed worth the risk. Yeah. I actually hope that they play something on 2 and trade with my Shieldmate. Because then I get to play Valkyrie on 3 and still have a 1-1. Ooh, I have Master Skull to buy back Showdown eventually. Play something to trade. That is not something to trade. Second Master Skull, not really where I wanted to be there. I mean, they haven't played any creatures. Oh, and they missed their land drop? This looks pretty good for me. We're going to showdown next turn. Yes, showdown before playing a land. That is correct. Okay, let's see what I find. Wow, 4 lands? Or 3 lands? Yeah, I think I just keep attacking. They probably don't trade, they probably equip the pick and get a treasure, and that's fine. Like, I can't stop the treasure from happening. I could trade my Stalwart with their Raider, but it now tramples and gives +2/+2. Oh, it's +2/+2 anyways. Yeah, so never mind. I do want a creature in my yard for Master Skull, but I have some time on that. They know about this run amok too. Arnie slays the troll. Nice. That's going to be a big problem for me. But they don't gain the life until the last phase. And I can make both my creatures lethal, so, I mean, they can probably play a blocker here. But I don't think they can afford to attack. And Raven Wings is lethal. I will probably bring in at least one Invoke the Divine here. I've seen now 3 hits. The rune isn't really a hit, but the rune signifies they may be playing more equipment. Ooh, Lindworm. That was really good. And they're going to gain 6 next turn. Do I have to try and play a long game now? That seems bad. So I have 7 mana. I can't double spell. Bummer. And Shepherd doesn't buy anything back. Alright. I'm still in trouble this game. Which honestly is kind of amazing, given what my start looked like, and what their start looked like. I will double block something. My opponent probably feels like they're in trouble too, which is kind of funny. Craven Hulk? Sure. Okay. while we're doing this, wouldn't mind like a Raven Wings here. Wow, more lands. Do I just send? And use this Run Amok. Or I could wait, Run Amok next turn. I'll have next turn I'll have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 mana. So maybe I just Bounding Gold this turn. Next turn, the Run Amok plus the Showdown trigger makes blocks really hard for my opponent. I've seen 13 of my lands already. Another game I've gotten mega flooded, but the Showdown is still giving me a shot. I mean, you know, and my opponent getting mana screwed, of course. If they send the Raider, I think I'm double blocking. Yeah, with the Berserker, or sorry, Beskir, Shieldmate, and Master Skald. Pick, does that change anything? So play a land. I need to make sure that I'm using 2 on Run Amok. So that gives me 4, 8, 9 total, so that leaves me 7 to play with. 3. That means I can do a pick equip. Alright, send everybody. I'm not doing pre-combat because I want to make blocks really hard on my opponent. And I actually want the Beskir Shieldmate to die so that I can Shepherd of the Cosmos and bring it back. So right now, no matter how they block, I get to kill both of their creatures and have at least one of my creatures survive combat. So if they block like this, what do I have to worry about? The +4/+4 combat trick? Their deck looks semi-aggressive, so that's definitely something they could be playing. So let's Run Amok here. And put the counter here. So they can use a +4/+4 combat trick to save their Frenzied Raider if they want. It doesn't save Craven Hulk. And I don't open myself up to like a 3 damage. Well, I do open myself up here to, well, not that one, but that's fine. Damage, and then I can Shepherd on I guess this one. I've been way ahead this whole game, but I've had interesting choices this whole game, which is pretty neat. And my opponent's really been hanging in there. This has been a pretty sweet game especially for a game where I've gotten mega flooded, my opponent has gotten pretty mana screwed. And my opponent gained like 10 life off this worm plus the Arnie slays the troll. Yeah, but basically all of that extra like interaction stuff has all been because of Showdown. Another land. I'm just putting it on the flyer at this point. Actually, I think I want just another creature. If I send everyone, no, they block, they only take one more, so yeah. Well, I've only drawn 10 more cards than them, so, you know, it's a pretty fair game. How many lands are left? Well, let's see. I've seen 10, 11, 12, 13. So there's 3 lands left. Two lands left. Do this. I guess I'll put it here. They only have 1 mana, right? Play the wings. I guess I'll put it here. Put wings over here. Send in with the flyers. All right. That was surprisingly hard fought for how that game started. Well played by my opponent. Alright, so I saw green stuff. Looks like green-red semi-aggro. I didn't see any board wipes. I did see Arnie Slays the Troll. I saw 1 pick and 1 Arnie Slays the Troll. And I saw like 1 rune as well. If they're aggro, maybe these Iron Verdicts are supposed to come in, but probably not. Excuse me. So if I wanted to invoke the Divine, what would I cut for it? It feels a little bit like I don't want to invoke the Divine. The gain life on Arnie Slays the Troll is a problem. Sorry, the counters. But they're on the play, so invoke isn't fast enough to stop the first pick hit. The Boast payoff card may have just been a 2/2 for 2. But we may just not have seen their Boast payoffs. I kind of feel like I don't want to invoke. I'd probably have to cut like a piece of equipment for it. Yeah, and maybe I cut Goldvein Pick. One Goldvein Pick for one invoke. Because on the draw, Goldvein Pick's going to be a lot worse. I think I like that. Alright. Sure. Ooh, found a land. Nice. Alright, so I think I'm on Cavalry next turn. And then possibly pick Equip, but we'll see. Ooh, I like that. Alright, now we're definitely on pick Equip. Oh, I could play the Cleric. I don't want to. Maybe I was supposed to in case they play a removal spell here. Good morning, Mononokel. You have reached me in round 3. I'm 2-0 and up a game right now. I'm on red-white aggro again. Well, that one can't block, so that's good for me. I think I'm on Dwarven Reinforcements and then Cleric post-combat. My thought here is, if my opponent plays only one other blocker, I actually probably have to play this on the Cavalry, in case they have the 2 damage to everything spell. If my opponent plays only one blocker, I can Bound and Gold it and swing in for a bunch. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8 for 9. That could be the end of the game at that point. Yep, that card exactly. Oh, don't have another removal spell, please. Alright, that's not terrible. Showdown doesn't quite get there. Well, I'm definitely attacking. I'm just playing Immersturm Rider here. Oh, no, I'm probably playing Showdown, right? I take 7 next turn. But if I hit any lands, what are the chances they can get 6 more damage in? Seems unlikely. Wow, hit all lands. Man, my draws have not been cooperating. Showdown has definitely dug me out of a lot of problems, but this isn't great. Uh-oh. You're good, but not right now. I could go 3 on Craven Hulk. So I have to block. I could play Valkyrie. I can't play Valkyrie Bound and Gold. Oh, but I can play Valkyrie and Bound and Gold. And then I can block their Liberator and take 3. Yeah, the Raider rummages. Well, they got me. Alright, so they have 2 struggles and a Crush the Weak. Those are all important cards to know about. So it looks like the damage to a tapped creature card would have been good. I don't think I actually want this Invoke. There you are, Invoke. I'm on the play now, though. So pick is better again. Let's start with that in. And then... where'd we go? There we go. So there's a thought for Wings of the Cosmos. It helped my creature survive... It helps a creature survive all of their removal. The question is, what would I cut? Again, I think it has to be a non-creature. It's not Run Amok, is it? Maybe it is. Because it's that or it's an equipment. What if I cut 1 Raven Wings? That's probably not right. Run Amok is so good. It feels a little bit like it's a pick. The pick actually helps a lot of my stuff survive too, but a lot of my stuff are 2/1s. I think I'm going to cut a pick. That might be crazy, but I think that's what I'm doing. I think Run Amok is too good. Ugh. have to keep, I think. But I really have to draw creatures. So if I play Cleric on 1, Wings on 2, equip, that means I get 2 damage on turn 3. If I wait, play Wings on 2, play Wings Cleric on 3, and then equip on 4, I get 3 damage on the next turn, so it's actually more the other way. Alright, I'll play it as a 1-drop. Okay, I'm gonna play this Courser and be really sad if the card they just foretold was the 2 damage thing. But the 1/1's just not gonna get there, so I don't have the ability to play around a Wrath effect right now. Ooh, I like that. Run amok? Okay. Let's put this here. And play land and attack. I'll play another Wings. Well, I am flooded, but they, whoops, I missed a point. But they're color screwed, so it's something. Ooh, they hit the red. Not 2 damage to everything, please. Wow, and no creature. I guess I'll put it here. Is this a Demon Bolt? Yes, Run Amok is attacker only. This feels like a Demon Bolt. Oh, or a Frostbite, okay. I'm gonna pretend like I have something and not equip the other one. Man, I'm really missing that 1 point. Because theoretically I'd have lethal next turn if I hadn't forgotten that 1 point. Okay. Now at least it's a trade. Creature! Creature! Any creature! Any creature! Any creature, any creature. Dang it! Oh, this is bad. Yeah. We may be dead now. Well, at least it's a big creature. I'm gonna hold this land. This could be struggle for Skemfar though, and then I'm super dead. Yep. Yep, yep. Yeah, I think that's game. I have to draw a creature to just not die. And then I have to trade with their 3/2. Yeah, I'm dead. Alright, well, sometimes you draw like that. I feel like I've actually drawn pretty poorly a lot, but struggle, or the Saga has dug me out of a lot of it. I've gotten flooded a lot too. Is that a reason to cut a land? It's probably not, right? There's still a lot for me to do with my mana. It doesn't feel like I'm supposed to cut a land. Yeah. Let's run it back. Well, there's a lot of games that I haven't been spending all my mana. There is 1 or 2 games where I definitely got to spend a lot of mana, but there have been at least 2 games where I just drew like infinite lands. But that's, I probably just need to chalk that up to variance than the build. I think I keep this and trust to, well, I have no red. No, I'm going to mulligan. I have no early creatures and no red. I just don't think that gets there. Alright, here we go. And I got Scald back. So do I put Raven Wings on the bottom? I think I do. As much as I don't want to do that, I can't give up one of my 2 creatures, and obviously Showdown's great, and for that reason I can't drop a land. But if I draw more lands, Immersturm Raider can dump one of the extra lands. Ooh, that was good. Oh, interesting. They wanted to do that instead of make a 1/1, huh? I do need to find another land, but I have another play next turn. I will be trading here if I get the chance. Send. I actually want them to trade here. Ooh! That was good. Okay, that's a card to be aware of. Removal spell would be pretty bad for me here, because then they can just start getting in with their 3/4 over and over again. Do I block? I think the answer is no. I don't want to get blown up by a combat trick, and I still think that I have a shot at racing here. Okay. Ooh, Pick is pretty good. I think I'm going to play Pick over Firewalker. The Code Spell Cleric can block one of the 2/1s just fine. Ooh, that's a problem. I do have Showdown mana now, that's true. And I might actually be on not attacking right now, because Showdown can dig me out. Yeah. I wonder if that hidden card is a Poison the Cup. So now I think I do attack, because if I hit, I get a treasure token and can play a blocker. Alright. Okay, it's Jarl. So I'm taking 6, 7, 8 here. So I have to block this one. Because otherwise they get a 1/1 flyer 2, and that's lethal. Or the 1/1 flyer is a lethal creature. Yeah, so 5 creatures. I currently have 2 blockers. Yuck. I'm just dead, right? Dwarven Reinforcements cost 4. Crush the Weak, yeah. Sigrid does eat a creature, but only an attacking or blocking creature. And this is my last turn with Sigrid. So I just need the mana, right? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Dwarven Reinforcements. And bluff Frost Bite. I'm going to hold full control for that bluff. Nah, they didn't buy it. Oh, it wasn't even a good bluff. Well, that Usher on turn 1 wrecked me. Alright, so I'm on the play. I don't think I'm putting an Iron Verdict this game, but I will probably put it in when I'm on the draw next turn, or next game. Yeah, I don't think I changed anything here. Saw 1 enchantment. Yeah. Run it back. Next game is going to be the hard one. If I can win this one, being on the draw again is going to be rough. Nope. Alright, this is a hand. Interesting what goes on the bottom. Is it Courser? I think it's Courser. Because Dwarven Reinforcements being extra bodies is relevant. The 2 life on this can be relevant, and right now I'm on Foretell this on 2, Cavalry on 3, plus the Oracle. Yeah, I don't know, but that's what I'm going to do. Pick is interesting. I think that changes my play. I got punished a little bit for rummaging away the 4th land, but I don't know that it would have made a big difference. I'm willing to make this trade on life because I get the token, the treasure token. This is actually a bad trade on life for me because they gain 2, which means they effectively take 1 and I effectively take 2, but the treasure token makes it worth it. Oh, except that they've got their own. Get wrecked. I'm going to send again. I'm going to play the reinforcements. And I'm going to move the pick over to one of them. Well, that's gross. Do I want to throw away the 2/1 to keep them off a token? I don't think so. Firewalker's nice. Although I think what I want to do is actually Oracle, move the pick, give it haste, attack, and then move the pick back. Oh my gosh! Well, that might be the end of the game. I just have to take it. I can't race anymore. I have basically no removal for Halvar. I have like the pacifism, but that's terrible removal for Halvar. Yeah. My opponent's deck is great. They're a much better aggro deck than me. Yeah, sure. Should open better bombs. Alright. Do I have any outs here? Does it give trample? It doesn't. Just double strike. I guess I just Raven Wings. And I have to put it on not the already equipped one. You know, honestly, Iron Verdict's not even that good right now. Unless they attack with Halvar specifically. But I don't know that they would do that into open mana. Yeah, sure. Why not? Oh, I think I would have made the 2/2 there, and then Halvar can move the equipment. Block. Oh, maybe that was the case, yeah. I don't even think there's like top decks that can save me here. Alright, where am I putting this? Who will be my sacrificial lamb? I don't know, I guess here. I mean, I'm just dead, it doesn't matter. Yeah, that's true, they can give it menace next turn. Yep. Well, I got crushed. Turns out Halvar's good. We got to see that yesterday on my day one when I had Halvar. Well, I had a fine aggressive pool, but I didn't have any good rares, and we just got beat by other aggressive decks. I don't actually know that the green-red deck was better. Obviously it won, but I don't know if it was better. I do think this black-white deck is much better than my deck. Definitely had some unimpressive rares. Alright, well, that's that. So 2 and 2. Not the greatest, but it's what I get. I think I get my gems back, right? Did I get 2,000 gems yesterday? It cost me 4,500 in. It would have been funny to do that. Yeah, so I ended up profiting on the gems, I guess. Although net loss, because I did like 7 sealed before that and didn't get all those gems back. But that's the way it goes. Let me see if I've got anybody on that I can raid. Nope. So I'll just call it there. Have a great rest of your weekend, everybody. And reminder, I will be playing Standard tomorrow at 7 p.m. Pacific time, so that I can practice for the Mythic qualifier that I'm playing next weekend. Friday, I'll be playing some more at 7, probably also Standard. And then over the weekend, I will be playing the Mythic qualifier. Also, I'm probably changing my Twitch name. So just a heads up on that. If you're already a follower, then I don't think it's going to affect you at all. But if you try to find me each week, then I would recommend following. I don't know what I'm changing it to. I'd recommend following so that you don't lose me.